Hey, this is Paul Acevedo.
Hi, I'm Ray McCaffrey. I'm part of the production team at NetherRealm Studios.
Right, and I understand you're working on the mobile version of Injustice 2?
Yep, that's correct. We've got the sequel to the 2013 Injustice Gods Among Us. We've got it on mobile. Yeah, very exciting stuff. We've got a whole new combat system. We've got several new features, new modes that are in the game. We've got a whole gear system lined up for our characters. A lot of really exciting stuff.
What kind of modes do you have in the mobile game?
Sure. So we've got sort of your standard campaign mode. Just a series of fights that progress in difficulty, and they drop specific rewards, things like gear and characters. We have our training missions, which are daily rotating missions that give you character class XP. So in Injustice 2, each character has a class associated with them, and on any given day of the week, that character's XP becomes available. So on Mondays, for example, there's the Might XP, and Might XP can be applied to like Superman and Wonder Woman. Wednesdays are Tech XP, and that goes to like Deadshot and Batman. So, every day you've got that option to sort of focus on what characters you want to upgrade. Also, a new feature we're very excited about is our operations. The operations is sort of like a quest system where you can actually send your heroes and villains away for a set period of real-world time. And they go off and they do a mission and they come back and they bring you all sorts of cool exclusive rewards. And the more powerful a character you have, the longer you can send them away for. So, like, I've been playing on my phone, and right before I go to bed every night, I send away 3 characters. When I wake up in the morning, they're back and they bring me all these awesome rewards. We have our arena mode, which is our PvP. It's you versus other players, and you earn battle rating and move up our leaderboards. And again, that mode has all sorts of exclusive gear and characters that you can earn. And then we have some features that are currently in development. For Worldwide Launch, we are going to have our challenge mode, which is again a sort of a series of rotating events. They last about 3 to 4 days, and again, you get an exclusive character depending on who's available at the time. 2 more features we're just really excited about that we're working on. So we have our leagues, which is essentially a guild system that we're building where you'll be able to team up with friends and other players in the game and sort of take on raids, and that's sort of like classic guild feel, but you get to make your own kind of Justice League. And for the first time ever, we're actually going to have a story mode on mobile. So at Worldwide Launch, we're going to have the console story mode available. You're going to have Chapter 1, the Batman chapter, and as we update the game, we're going to continue to add chapters from there.
So how do you handle that download size-wise? Because I imagine it's going to be a lot of story by the end of it.
Yeah, so we're working out a couple options right now. The Chapter 1 is just going to ship with the game, and then we're talking about different solutions, whether or not we're going to allow for like a sort of a file manager almost, like, hey, live download this video for this chapter, and then you have it on your phone, and if you want to save some space, you can remove it. Or we're also talking about just streaming some stuff. So the specific tech of that is 100% worked out, but we're very conscious that people want to save space on their phones. So,
tell us about the characters in the game.
So we've got a whole slew of DC heroes and villains. Again, we took the actual console models and we mobilized them, and they look beautiful. Characters are broken up into shards, and you collect these pieces of shards and you unlock the character. They typically start at 2 or 3 stars depending on the character, and then you collect more shards to sort of level them up to a 5-star. Each character has unique animations. They have unique specials. We really try our best to make every version of every character feel and look different so that the game doesn't get sort of a repetitive feel. So all custom stuff for those characters. Each character has gear slots. There are 5 gear slots for every character, and they have specific gear in the game that you collect. So when you first get the character, you get like this base level. And the card art is like the base level, and the character model is a base level. And when you collect all 5 pieces and you apply them to the character, the card art changes and the model changes. Once you level up all that gear to level 60, the card and the model change again, and you get this elite version of that character.
And you level gear by putting other gear into it?
Yes. We're sort of going through like a little bit of a rework on how exactly that works. We've had a sort of a soft launch beta test thing going on, and we're adjusting exactly how we're going to shatter and fuse the gear. But that's the gist of it.
And how will people get new gear?
So like I said, every mode sort of has its own exclusive stuff that you earn. So if you want, like, let's say Harley Quinn's goggles, there's a portion of campaign there that you'll need to progress to, and once you get there, you can play that battle and keep getting that same piece of gear to level it up and break it down. Cool.
So speaking of Harley Quinn and the different characters in the game, how many will be in at launch, do you know?
I don't remember off the top of my head. We've got about 80% of the console roster. And we have 2 to 3 versions of each character. So, pretty sizable number of cards overall. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, though.
Okay, and character-wise, besides like the big Batman and Superman, do you have a character that you like the best out of not boring choices?
Not boring choices. Harley Quinn, Unhinged Harley Quinn is a boring choice, I think. I think is what you're asking. I don't think she's boring. She's a really great passive ability where if she knocks out one of your enemies, she actually steals him or her and puts that character on your team until they die. So you actually get to use characters you might not have, which is pretty cool. And then both versions of Scarecrow that we've got in the game are just awesome. Like, he just looks cool and he plays cool. He actually stops other opponents from tagging out. Like, he throws the hook on you and pulls you back into the fight. So if they tag out because they're about to die, he'll just grab them and kill them.
These mechanics you're describing, they're different from how the console game works. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges is taking the intricacies of a fighting game and putting it on something like mobile, because obviously we don't have the controller. So we take full advantage of taps and swipes. So in Injustice 2, you can move about the fight line by swiping left and right. You can actually swipe away from your opponent and tap, and you'll fire a projectile. Everyone has a projectile. You can swipe up, you can swipe down, and that does high attacks, low attacks. And then we just sort of have a standard like tap, 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 and you'll do a combo. So you can actually take all those things and string them together and form combos. And the bigger your combo is, the bigger damage bonus that you get. So you can like swipe away, fire a projectile, swipe in, tap, like hit, jump in the air, do another hit, and then you can hit one of the 3 specials that every character has. And that just is just like massive damage on top of an already awesome combo. Every character has their 3 specials, and of course, making their big return are our super moves. Those just big, iconic moments that we'd love to have at top of them.
And the super moves are the same ones found in the actual console game?
Correct, they are.
Nice, they're really impressive, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
This is a free-to-play game. Can you tell us about the energy system and how the game is monetized?
Sure. Well, at NetherRealm we've always had this philosophy with our mobile games, especially our free-to-play games, of be good. And we put the gameplay first, and we make sure that we have created a fun experience first and foremost. Everything in the game can be obtained completely for free. That was our model. That was what we wanted to do, and that's what we have done. And that's what we will continue to do. That's why, you get exclusive stuff in different parts of the game. So it encourages you not only to try out everything in the game, but it allows you to focus on getting exactly what it is you want to get. I think that's all the big stuff. I guess the last thing I'll say is, you can pre-register right now for the game. You can go to injustice.com/mobile, and if you pre-register, you actually get Catwoman on launch day. So that's an exclusive character for pre-registration. So whether you're on Android or iOS, go sign up, injustice.com/mobile, and you'll get Catwoman day 1.
Sweet bonus. Well, thanks for telling us about your game.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to follow and like. We'll catch you later. Whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.